So that is a game which was not great for the Fever. It was not great, but look, you win or you learn. And I hope that this is one of those games that where it's like where there are positives and negatives to it. Obviously, my initial reaction, and I stand by this point, I think we got no chance in the playoffs against Minnesota, but there is still things that we can take from this game that will help us through the rest of this season. First things first, like when we get stops, we are unguardable. When the Fever get stops, unguardable completely. Like you can see, anytime they were missing, Indiana were just breaking and were making good reads. These players are able to run into space. Kelsey Mitchell in transition runs into space very, very well. I thought Aaliyah Boston made some good reads. Like I know, like a lot of people were criticizing Aaliyah Boston. I thought she was good today. I thought she was pretty good today. When it came to her on the defensive end, yeah. But I will say she was okay. And Nalissa Smith didn't score well, but I didn't think she was that bad today either. The big thing with this team is Lexi Hull's got to play as many minutes as humanly possible. I know she fouled out, but like she's got to play as many minutes as humanly possible. And I don't hate giving Damaris Dantas a few minutes here and there. I thought Erica Wheeler was fine the minutes she was on. I know it said -9, but like I actually didn't think she was bad. And I think this team is so heavily reliant on Caitlin Clark. And it's one of those things where it's like the more Caitlin Clark has the ball, the better this team's going to be. Like it's as simple as that. The less Caitlin Clark has the ball, like when you are trying to just start running pin downs just for Caitlin Clark and get Caitlin Clark playing the 2, this team doesn't play as well. Because we went back to May, Indiana Fever at times, which is Caitlin Clark gives up the ball, she runs to the weak side, and Kelsey Mitchell just goes, I want to be Julian Newman, I'm taking 17 dribbles and shooting step backs. And that's a recipe for a disaster. We are going to be losing more often than we win if we play like this. And it is just, again, as I've always said, it's just a mental thing with Kelsey Mitchell. Like, this was not a good game, but at least there are learning experiences in this. The less Kelsey Mitchell just needs to not have the ball in her hands. She needs to not have the ball in her hands. As in, let her finish the plays. Let her go one dribble to the basket. Let her shoot jump shots. If Kelsey Mitchell is open, by the way, she needs to be found every single time. She's the best open jump shooter in the league. But it was the loss was coming. And the one positive thing is they didn't give up. They worked hard. And we barely beat the Sparks. We barely beat the Los Angeles Sparks, who suck. We almost lost to the Wings. And the Sky just suck. Like, the Sky are barely beating the Spark. Like, the Sky are beating the Sparks right now. The freaking Sky. The Sparks have let Angel Reese shoot 50% from the field in a half. I'm not watching. I'll probably watch the second half, but like, Rickea Jackson's got 15. But we did learn, like, there was definitely stuff to be learned from this game, though. And I'll say it, like, you can sometimes gain stuff in losses. A lot of the time you learn more from a loss than a win. And I think we had gone on a win streak while not playing particularly well for 2 games. And I kept that win streak going. And I thought we were really good in the first quarter. Well, they just missed shots. But I thought we were really good on the break. I thought we were really good in transition. I thought we went at them. I thought the overall team ball was good. And then the third quarter just became hero ball again. Like, the ball, we started playing through Kelsey Mitchell. And at least as a team, we've learned that, like, not to do that. Because that is what got us into a 2. That's a big reason why it got us into a 2-9 start. And it wasn't, and again, playing to Kelsey Mitchell and playing through Kelsey Mitchell are different things. We can play to Kelsey Mitchell. You can run every single play to Kelsey Mitchell. Every single play to get Kelsey Mitchell on a spot up or Kelsey Mitchell on like a reversal is fine. But giving the ball to Kelsey Mitchell and saying, go take us home, is never going to work. But the team didn't stop fighting. The team did not stop fighting. Like, the effort was there. The sharpness wasn't there. And we'd just been flat for a few games. So, like, the sharpness wasn't there, but the effort was. The effort 100% was there. So we can't knock that. And Minnesota are just really good. They are, in my opinion, the best team. They play the best team basketball in the W. The way they move, the way everyone on this team is confident shooting the ball from anywhere. Everyone on this team will be willing to step up and hit threes. They'll be willing to rebound. They can all pass the ball. Like, look at the assists. Every single player other than Xander Lassini had at least 2 assists that saw the floor. 5, 2, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 3. Whereas if you look at our team, it's like 0 for Dantas, 0 for Wheeler, 0 for Katie Lou. In fairness, 2 for Temi, 8 for Caitlin Clark. And it was just, a lot of the turnovers were sloppy. Like, I know Caitlin Clark had her 7, but like 3 of her turnovers were Aaliyah Boston just playing hot potato with the ball. Like, I know she only had 2, but like realistically it could have been 5 and 5 for those 2 players. And that would have been probably a more accurate outcome for the turnover situation. Kelsey Mitchell was just down the stretch, just threw the ball to the other team. I don't know what she was, or say in the third quarter when out in the run, just threw the ball twice, just threw it to the other team. And we didn't deserve to win that game. We really didn't. And you've got a lot of, if we do end up playing this team, it's a game to study. It is a very, very much a game to study how we not to play. Like, they just would pass cut, and the corner would be open every single time. And it's a loss that had been coming. We'd been sloppy. We turned the ball over a lot. Like, we turned the ball over a lot less today, in fairness, but we have been turning it over a lot. We've making a lot of really dumb decisions as a team. And yeah, like, it was bound to happen. Like, you can play badly and beat the Sparks. You can play badly and beat the Wings. You cannot play badly and beat the Lynx. The Lynx are 8-1 for a reason coming out of this break. And the one game they lost was with Alana Smith gone. And that's the one thing when it comes to the Lynx, is if they lose either of Fee Collier or Alana Smith, they lose so much. The two of them, they are their 2 most important players. I know Alana Smith only played 23 minutes. She was plus 17 in an 11-point win. She was she was exceptional. She was absolutely exceptional. And she's such a big player for this team. So, yeah, like, I'm hoping this isn't the playoff. We learned a lot. The loss was coming. But I'm really, really hoping this is not the team we face in the playoffs. I think we got a great shot against the Sun. I think the Sun do not have the offensive firepower. Like, the tactic of leave them open and we'll beat them on the break could work against the Sun, because other than Marina Mabry and sometimes DeWanna Bonner, no one on that team's going to shoot the lights out. And Alyssa Thomas literally cannot shoot. And Alyssa Thomas, by the way, her trying to get those assists up, she's starting to turn the ball over as bad as Caitlin right now. So I just don't think the Sun are in the greatest form. I think we're playing better than the Sun right now. I just think this Lynx team might be just too good at the minute.